Welcome back to First Take. The Lakers season done after being swept by the Thunder. Now the biggest question that surrounds the Lakers is the future of both Austin Reeves and LeBron James, who is a true free agent this offseason. Yesterday, the Lakers held exit interviews and Rob Pelinka spoke to the media and weighed in on LeBron's future in Los Angeles.
In terms of LeBron, we probably haven't seen a player that has honored the game to the extent that he's honored the game. He's given so much to his teammates, to this organization. And the thing we want to do more than anything else is honor him back. And I think the first order of business there is allowing him to spend the time he needs to decide what his next step is. Does he want to play another year in the NBA? Of course, any team, including ours, would love to have LeBron James on their roster. That's a blessing in itself. Just so much
So positive words from Pelinka about LeBron James, look, including the team's first-round draft.
With what he does.
So positive words from Pelinka about LeBron James, look, including the team's first-round draft pick, Austin Reeves free agent hold, DeAndre Ayton, and the Marcus Smart contract.
Including ours, would love to have LeBron James on their roster. That's a blessing in itself, just with what he does.
So positive words from Pelinka about LeBron James, look, including the team's first-round draft pick, Austin Reeves free agent hold, DeAndre Ayton, and the Marcus Smart contracts. The Lakers have $47 million in cap space heading into the offseason. LeBron James, again, a free agent. All eyes will be there and where he decides to go. So, Stephen A., has LeBron played his last game in a Lakers jersey?
I think it's possible. I don't know definitively, of course. Shoot, at this particular moment, neither does he. But he's an unrestricted free agent, and it was good to see Rob Pelinka say the things that he said with J.J. Redick right there. Obviously, J.J.'s done a good job, a damn good job as far as I'm concerned. He's the coach for the Lakers for the foreseeable future. I don't think anybody can sit up there and poo-poo that in any way. So it's nice to have your coach in play and what have you. But they got to make a decision, and I think Big Perk has alluded to this on several occasions when it comes to Luka and Austin Reeves. It's what Luka ain't going anywhere. But you got to make a decision about Austin Reeves now, because Austin Reeves only getting about $14 million. He's worth in today's NBA economy at least 35.
No,
at least $35 million a year, at least. Okay, but if you're the Lakers, he has shown you, him and Luka, that ain't gonna get it done. That ain't gonna get it done. So what are you going to do? Are you going to use him and trade him for, equitable assets or whatever, sign and trade him or whatever? And then you're talking about LeBron. LeBron's an unrestricted free agent, but they spent the year essentially letting everybody know this is Luka's team. He's the future, even though he wasn't the one on the basketball court because he was injured while the 41-year-old in his 23rd season was the one that was healthy and had to carry the load. And there's only but so much you can expect him to do when he's got to go up against the reigning defending NBA champions. So if you're LeBron James, you've got some decisions you make. You got options, all right? You can stay in Los Angeles. That would clearly be a lifestyle decision more so than a basketball decision, because I think we all know the Los Angeles Lakers ain't winning no damn championship. Not with San Antonio, Minnesota, Oklahoma City in the same conference. You ain't win no damn championship in the foreseeable future. It's just not going to happen, okay? So you got that out the way. It's a lifestyle change. You could go to Cleveland, okay, because as a free agent, with the pieces that they have and wouldn't need to trade anybody for you to add him to that mix, you'd automatically be the favorites in the East. Or you could go to New York City because they don't have to give up anything either, and you could put an extra $500 million in your pocket because you playing right down the block from Wall Street and those James Dolan connections and all of this other stuff. These are the options that LeBron James says. Or you could go to Golden State and decide to team up with Steph Curry. You would literally have your pick of the litter because you are an unrestricted free agent. You could do what you want, and money is not an issue for him.
Well, the one thing I'm going to say about Pelinka, about what he's done for the game, the issue that I have with LeBron, he's been in a million teams. Cleveland twice, Miami, and the Lakers. When you look at the legendary players.
Sound like four.
Well, when you look at no, it's two different Cleveland teams.
I'm saying sound like 4 teams.
Well, but 4 teams, 3 franchises. When you look at the Jordans and the Birds and the Magics and the Kareems and people like that, the all-time, those, they are the one team.
But they didn't play as long. They didn't play.
I don't know. Russell played 13 years. Okay, 23 years. Again, the great player usually stays with the same team. LeBron left Cleveland to go search for a championship in Miami. Goes back to Cleveland, goes to L.A. Now he's going to go somewhere else? That hurts with the average sports fan. That hurts his legacy. If you think it doesn't, it does, especially in the NBA. This is not a situation where, bouncing around team to team to team. That, I don't like that. Because I think he should have stayed with the Cavaliers to begin with. But he didn't. He went to L.A. He's not going to go back to Cleveland now. He's already won in Cleveland. He's not going to go to the Knicks. He's not going to do that. He's going to stay in L.A., and he's going to basically beat his head against the wall because he's not going to beat Oklahoma City and San Antonio. The days of LeBron winning a championship is over because he's not going to a team in the Eastern Conference where that could be the difference. So he's going to stay in L.A. because why would he go back to Cleveland? He's already won in Cleveland. Why go back there and lose? That doesn't make any sense. The Knicks.
Who says he's going to lose?
Oh, he's going to lose in the final.
I mean, you don't know that.
Lose in the final.
You don't know that with everything else they got there. You don't know that.
Teams, they're not beating these two teams. With James Harden, they're not beating these two. James Harden's not winning an NBA championship. He's not winning the final in the Cleveland Cavaliers. He can win with the Spurs and the Thunder, but he's not going there. You're not going to win with Golden State. Why would LeBron go to Golden State? He can't win a championship. Don't you agree?
I agree. I agree. He's not going to win a championship. I just know they'd be the box office attraction for the entire season.
Isn't he the box office attraction now?
I agree.
Well, I think you're wrong on the point of him playing with different teams hurts his legacy.
In my eyes.
No, I think it enhances his legacy because the story is a major part, right? He left Cleveland, went to Miami, and he shouldn't have went back to Cleveland because you got to remember Dan Gilbert called him everything but a child of God.
He won a chip.
He called them a Benedict Arnold, okay? That's what he called him. So Braun goes back, put his pride aside, because he felt like he owed that to him. Won the greatest championship in the history of the game, being down 3-1 to the Golden State Warriors. Okay, cool. I delivered. Now I'm going to L.A. I'm going to play under more pressure under one of the most historic franchises in sports in the Los Angeles Lakers, where it's all about championships. And I'm going to hang a banner in there as well. But when I'm getting to the question, Shay, let me answer the question. Has he played his last game as a Laker? I think no. I think the Lakers should back the Brinks truck up to him. I think they should give him a whole lot of money.
So who are you getting rid of?
I'm getting rid of Austin Reeves. Because if you were going to ask me, if I'm making the front office decision and you're asking me, do I trust LeBron James as my number 2 option to Luka Doncic, or do I trust Austin Reeves as my number 2? I'm going to give a 41-year-old senior citizen, LeBron James, that showed us he still has the capability of playing at an all-NBA level. I'm going to give him the bag first. Matter of fact, I appreciate Rob Pelinka with the flowers because LeBron James, he's been so great in the Los Angeles Lakers uniform, he better have a statue outside of crypto.com.
Now you're getting a little
No. You keep a cool booty.
No.
The things that he has done in that uniform, I think he's been with the Lakers for 8 years, won a championship, finals MVP, 8-time All-Star. Here's the thing, though. Outside of that, think of the milestones that he hit in that uniform. Passing up Kobe from all-time on the scoring list, passing up MJ, passing up Kareem, and then all of a sudden hitting 40,000
But he
points.
didn't do it as a member of the Lakers.
Yes,
so
he
it doesn't
did.
mean
Yes, he
much.
did. Yes, he did. He passed them up.
Yeah, but he
he
did
had
it
on a
as a
Laker
club.
jersey.
If anything, he benefited just as much being associated with the Laker brand because outside of the Boston Celtics, it don't get much more story than the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's get that out the way. Number 2, nothing but respect. The man's a champion. I actually agree with you. I would sit up there and use Austin Reeves, make sure I gave him his bag, and utilize that to trade him to get assets in return for Austin Reeves to pair with Luka and LeBron. That's what I would do. I agree with you there. And I'm not trying to say in any way, I'm not trying to throw any shade on him. He won a championship. I don't give a damn that was in the bubble. I give him credit for that because of the state of the world at that particular moment in time and the fact that he went in the bubble under those conditions and led his troops and had them disciplined and focused enough, which was the antithesis of what Kawhi Leonard did because he wanted the Clippers to get the hell up out of there because they didn't want to be there to begin with. That was LeBron being the leader. He deserves all the credit in the world for that. I'm not taking anything away from that at all. All right? But when you talk about statues outside of the stadium, and it's Pat Riley most recently, and Jerry West, and Magic Johnson, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant, Stop it.
You got
in a Laker uniform. In a Laker uniform. There is a difference between LeBron, the Laker, and those Lakers, even though LeBron is on the Mount Rushmore of all of basketball. There is a difference.
You have Shaq number and you have Magic Johnson number. Text them and ask them how they feel about it. All-time greats. Text them.
No.
Why don't you build the statue in Cleveland?
That's right. It's in Cleveland.
But here's my thing. Why he can't have them? Why he
Because
can't
that's
have it
not
all
what the
his way?
Lakers do.
But what I'm
Because
saying,
that's not what the Lakers do.
We didn't watch Pat Riley do some out of body stuff for Michael Jordan. Don't Michael Jordan got a jersey retired
in Miami?
Okay, so
All right,
I'm just saying he never stepped foot. He never played in a Miami uniform.
They retire his jersey. But a statue is a different animal. A statue is a different animal now. You understand saying that? Don't act like it isn't. All right? Not a statue. That's all I'm trying to say. Now you won your championship in the bubble. You've been bounced out of the first round several times. You've been swept twice.
Hey.
I mean, listen, the bottom line is, again, retire the jersey. We know how great he is. He's on the Mount Rushmore. He's damn sure give him a statue in Cleveland and anything else he wants in Cleveland. Anything, what he's done for them.
Okay.
But the Lakers are different.
Okay. Since you said that, I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
We all know the Lakers are about what?
Winning.
Championships.
And you said to start this segment that J.J. Redick should be the coach for the foreseeable future.
I totally believe that.
Huh?
I totally believe that.
Well, his ass on the clock.
Why?
I totally believe that. His ass on the clock.
No. Robert Lincoln's on the clock.
No. Last year came in as a favorite, got popped by Minnesota. This year, okay, you beat the Rockets. Okay, cool, nice little game, but you get swept. You can't even get one game. You get swept. You're on the clock. I give him a 2-year window, but in this 2-year window, at bare minimum, he better get to a conference final.
Show me the talent that they have to get there. Last year, when you talk about it, listen, Luka was out of shape and never healthy last year, okay? Austin Reeves wasn't what he was this year. He's developed, all right? LeBron was 40. Come on now. I mean, when you look at J.J. Redick and the job, I was never a supporter of Darvin Ham losing the job because I thought Darvin Ham had
went to the conference. He went to the conference
and he took him to the conference finals.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
We forget that. So we keep. I can't rave about J.J. Redick without raving about Darvin Ham and how Darvin Ham should be a head coach in the National Basketball Association. But I'm not going to take away from the job that I've seen J.J. Redick do and his staff with Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks and those boys and how they've developed some talent. The fact of the matter is, listen, Austin Reeves looks considerably better.
He was looking. Don't act like Austin Reeves wasn't having his moments under Darvin Ham. They didn't develop
moments.
He got the name I Am Him, Austin Reeves, in the Memphis series when he was on the road and he took over in the fourth quarter under Darvin Ham coaching. His development had nothing to do with J.J. Redick and that coaching staff.
I'm just talking about what I've seen from last year to this year. That's all. But fine, I'll give you that. I'm just talking about what I saw from him last year to this year. But in the end, to me, Rob Pelinka, you can't say J.J. Redick without saying Rob Pelinka first. You got to get the brother some assets. They ain't good enough. We know right now, in the next year, in the year after, OKC, San Antonio, Minnesota, Lakers ain't better than them. We know that right now.
So what's the idea of paying a guy who's 41 years of age $60 million then?
Because he's going to. I didn't say $60 million. I didn't say $60 million. I'm not saying do that. But what I'm saying to you is this: he's good for 20 a night. He can play multiple positions. Hell, he plays center for them sometimes this year. He knows how to relegate because obviously he never had to relegate himself to a third option. He did that this year. He's a leader and he's box office, which means he helps pay for himself. That's why you do it.
Are you closer to winning a championship with or without him?
With.
Yeah.
You are?
Yes.
With.
Yes.
Okay,
With.
even though you can use the money somewhere else.
That's right.
Because they're not winning a championship
because it's about
So why?
Doug, it's about
Why can't they win a championship with
It's about who you
team?
can get.
Yeah, if you can get other players.
They
Let me ask you a
can't get
question.
any other players if they're going to give him 60.
No, I'm not saying that. They're not going to give Austin. I said trade. We're saying trade Austin Reeves. We're saying trade Austin Reeves. You sacrifice Austin Reeves to keep LeBron.
James.
That's what we're saying. We're not saying keep them both. We're saying use Austin Reeves as an asset.
Thank you. And then you have LeBron James take a pay cut. I ain't saying give him 50, but 20 sounds nice.
He definitely deserves at least 25. But the point is this: he deserves more than that. But
From 60 to 20.
What I'm just saying. But here's the biggest thing. Here's the biggest thing. You have a better chance of going out there and getting assets to pair with Luka and LeBron, you got a better chance at winning of pairing assets with Luka and Austin Reeves.
Yep.
That's the point.
The only thing is you only have a 2-year window with
Fine.
LeBron.
So, sure.
Austin Reeves
Sure.
with Doncic, you'd have a 10-year window.
No, you won't.
Well, 8-year window, whatever
No,
it might
you
be.
won't.
If-
A
Oh, yes,
longer
you will.
win. You'd have a longer
Oh,
window.
come on,
But they're
he's
both
younger.
offensive liabilities.
Thank you,
which is
Shay.
another problem,
Thank
too.
you,
All right, we
Shay.
got a break. Coming up, the Bucks are open to trading Giannis Antetokounmpo. No new news there. Do the Celtics, though, have the best offer in Jaylen Brown? Mad Dog has a lot to say.